Hi everyone, good evening. Good evening, everyone. Just a minute. Do you guys know the agenda for today's session? I'll just give a minute for everyone to join. Okay. Hello, good evening. Let's give a minute for everyone to join. 7:32. I'll start at 7:33. Okay. I'm great. I'm great. I will just share my screen in the meanwhile so that we can start. Is my screen visible to everyone? Is it visible? Yes. Okay. So hi everyone. So today's agenda of the session is we'll be deep diving a little bit into resume, a bit of career roadmap, and a lot of objectives part. Okay, some of you might have come across my sessions as well. You might have been a part of my sessions, so probably you might have seen the way I teach about ATS resume, how to hunt for a job, and how to prepare your career roadmaps in such a way so that you get exactly what you're targeted to get. So that is what the agenda of today's session is, because you might learn a lot of things from a generalist program or any type of tools and skill sets, right? But it is very important of like how you present yourself in front of a business, in front of a leader, in front of a recruiter. All of those things are very important. It comes with a lot of confidence, it comes with a lot of communication skills, and it does come with a lot of how you showcase of who you are, what you do, and what you will bring to the table. Okay, so you should be excited for today's QA session because it is going to be very interactive. After 10 minutes, after like 5 minutes only, someone from my team will enable the QA chat, so you can also ping me your career doubts. So I'll take up certain questions and I'll explain it deeply about how what should be done. Okay, this is a whole document that I have prepared for you. This document is regarding how you have to prepare your CV and resumes and everything. Okay, so in this I have descriptively written on how you have to go in each topic. Okay, so this is right here. In case you have any doubts and queries about your resume, you can ask me directly. If you have questions about your career roadmap, what your targeted jobs are, you can directly ask me in this session itself. So I think someone from my team will activate it in 7:40. So for the 5 minutes, I'll just give you a brief about what an ATS resume is. So everyone knows what a resume is, but an ATS friendly resume is something that attracts a system bot before an actual HR sees it. Okay. So how do you go forward with a system bot? It's almost impossible for a machine to know that you are a great fit for that role, right? They have certain metrics, they have certain numbers, they have certain binary systems inbuilt in the within the system that attracts those profiles, right? They do not really work on sentiments, they work on data and numbers. So how do you prepare a very theoretical document for an for a machine? So here is certain key points that I have mentioned, like the header section. What do you have to write in the header section? Here you have to mention your full name, and these are the contact information that you have to write. Next is your professional summary and objective. Professional summary is for someone who is experienced. Objective is for someone who is just entering into the industrial experience. You guys can be freshers or graduates. Work experience is something that you can put out in a reverse chronological order, which means that you put your most recent job on the top, followed by what you have done previously. Okay, for someone who is just working out, just starting to work in this industry, you can also put your internships under work experience. Okay, then you have the skills and competencies section, where you will mention your technical skills, your soft skills, and your industry knowledge. Now when I say that you are a good leader, you cannot put leadership in a technical skill. That is why it is very important that you segregate your technical skills and your soft skills. Okay, uh, just a minute. Yeah, that is why it's very important that you segregate your technical and your soft skills. Now, industry knowledge. Industry knowledge is basically something, let's say you are very good with marketing. Okay, you are great with talking to people and communicating with direct clients. Okay, but now you are applying for a marketing manager role. Do you really think that, just because you have an industry experience, you can directly enter into a managerial position? No, right? But trust me, it's in fact possible. Why? Because in industry knowledge, you can put your experience in the specific center a specific sector. Like, even if you're applying for a marketing managerial role, it will be counted as a very good key pointer that you already have marketing internship experience. So make sure that you explain that project as well, along with the tools and skill sets that you have used. Next is your education part. Education is not something that I have to explain, always in a reverse chronological order. Like, for example, if you have done MBA or masters, masters will come first, then bachelor's, and followed by others. If you have done masters and bachelor's, it's always recommended that you post the most recent this education that you have done. Okay, I'll also show you a sample resume after I'm done with this document so that you can get an idea. Okay, and next we have professional certificates and training, and after that we have achievements and awards. These are optional parts. Okay, after this, these are optional parts. If you think that your resume is looking a bit lengthy, it's okay if you do not add these. But if you think that you have been awarded, let's say you have been awarded as the best AI generalist in your team who implemented a whole project out of automations based out of NA10, and you got an award for that in a very global level, or a very managerial level. Okay, that is an award that should be mentioned. So always mention that awards, but you do not have to mention that you were a state level badminton player, or you were something that circulates around your hobbies, because those are not something that the ATS will attract. The ATS will only attract keywords and information that is relevant to the job description. Okay, then last is the additional points. This is again very optional. If your resume looks very short and it does not have anything to fill it up with, then you can always go for these topics. But if not, this is sufficient enough. I have tried to write it in a chronological order, so make sure whenever you are writing a resume, always start with point number 1, that is the header, and go up till point number 8. Okay, again, I have written some content, like how many pages a resume should be, what should be what should be the format and all. It should be easy to read and scan. What kind of action verbs should be added, what is proofreading, all of those I have already added. So I'll give you this SOP so that you can start creating your first resume. Now, some of you might already have that kind of resume, but still, since I've explained you here, if you still have any questions regarding this area, you can ask me. You can also ask me questions regarding your domain and how to correlate that domain with your resume. Feel free to ask the questions. My team can open the chat, QA chat now, and I will meanwhile show you a sample resume. Okay, so this is my resume, and this is how it should look like. It should start with the profession. It should start with the full name, followed by the contact details. Okay, here. Then it should come up with a professional summary, then experience, and followed by all the experience are in a reverse chronological order, followed by the education. See, I have only mentioned bachelor's. I did not mention anything else apart from that. Then comes technical competencies like soft skills. I have mentioned everything in here, and then tools. Okay, then comes projects and case studies projects, which is very important for the ATS, because that's how they'll know that you align with the job. And last is certificates. That's it. In a one pager, it is done. Okay. So make sure you do not, increase your resume from 1 to 2 pages. So this is the exact format that I have followed, and today I'm giving it to you. Okay. So after the session, you'll get this document. Meanwhile, you can ask your questions. Okay. Yeah, I will show the resume once again. See, this is how it looks like. This is just something like an overview. You obviously, it will only relate to your own domain, particular domain. Okay. Scrolling down. I will share this SOP with you, but I cannot share that resume. Sorry. I will definitely share the SOP. Mm. I'll stop my screen share now and I'll take up some questions and then I'll guide you accordingly. Okay. I will go to the QA part now. Okay. So, any further tips and leads? Okay. Just give me a minute to go on. Okay. Should career gap be mentioned in a resume? Okay. Someone asked this question if and how should we? Okay. Answer like. So I'll tell you how to answer this. Now, if you can see, I'll show you something. Okay. See, this is my resume, right? And here you can see I have a career gap. You can see here. August 24, then I started at September 25. And this year, it's not necessary that you work, but you can work in freelance projects. I have worked in multiple case studies in this whole year, and I have worked it as freelancers. I have worked with direct clients. Okay, so you can mention it in a different way. You do not necessarily have to, put it that basically you should utilize and explain in your resume how you what you did in that whole period of time. That's how you should do it. Okay. The next question is, as a fresher, how can I learn AI generalist job skills? Okay. What kind of skill sets do you need to, portray in an interview? So let's say if you're giving a technical interview, there will always be a technical round. And in the technical round, you will have the coding questions, you will have things to do with prompt engineering and all. You have to, implement. If you're a data analyst, you'll get that, you have this kind of data set, do the ELT processes for that and everything. Okay. But in the main interview, where you are actually coming across an interviewer, they not only want, like 50% of them will want to know only the technical part of how technical you are, but mostly they look for how confident you are, and how can you speak, how do you portray your answers. Like for example, if someone is working in product field, let's say you are asked a product sense strategy question. Okay, for example, if you are asked that, let's say if you have to choose between Uber and Rapido, how would you choose and how would you go on about it? Let's say I'm asking you that question. If you have to choose between Uber and Rapido, how would you know what to choose? Okay, it's very inconvenient, right, to like know what to choose at that point. So for a product strategy question, you always break it down. You'll break it down. Let's say currently you are in Bangalore, and you'll break it down in a way. Let's say Uber is here and Rapido is here, and I'll break it down from a top to bottom approach. Like if I book Uber, it's more pricier. If I book Rapido, it's less pricier. If I book an Uber, its estimated time of arrival is 8 minutes, and if I book a Rapido, its estimated time of arrival is 3 minutes. So all of those questions are strategy based questions that you have to answer in a very confident way. So when you want to become an AI generalist, not only you have to understand the strategies behind all the tools, but you also have to understand the implementation of how each tool works. Like for example, today if I ask you that I want to write a research paper about all the data numbers about the stock market for the year financial year 2025, which tool do you think I'll go to directly to do that financial research? Come on, guys. Tell me, which tool do you think I'll go to do a deep dive research into understanding facts? Okay, Notebook, Perplexity. Am I audible? Someone is saying sound problem. No, I will go to Grok. Okay, Grok is one of the most amazing tools to factualize your data. It's so good. I'll show you immediately at this point. Okay, let me show you. Just a minute. Okay. Okay. I asked the prompt and I'll show you exactly how the prompt will look like. Okay. Give me a financial report of the year 2025. Gather facts and articles and prepare me the research. Okay. While doing this, either you can go with deep research, which is a very good option, but let's not go with deep research for now because it does take a lot of time. Acha, wait, I'm not signed in. Oh, sorry, sorry. Yes, my screen is not. Yes, wait, just a minute. Yes, I get it, get it. Just a minute. Yeah, is it visible now? Can you see the page of Grok? Is it visible? Wait, I have screen shared it. Now it's visible, right? I want a financial report, report of 2025 to write a research paper on best trends. Let's say gather facts and articles and give me links wherever necessary. Keep it short. Let's. If you want to do a deep research, you can also do that. And I think Grok, it's under heavy usage right now, or else I would have showed you. I don't have the prompt anymore. I already entered it. Okay, never mind then. But these are the kind of prompts that you can give it to Grok, and they will give you output where in the side, the right side, you will have all the articles from where they gathered that information, and in the left side, you will have everything that you can write for your research paper. Okay, that is how it works. Yes, exactly. Deep research. A lot of people answered me that we can go to Perplexity, and Perplexity is good. Okay, but always know which tool to use. My basic agenda of explaining this was that whenever you are preparing for any interview, know which tools to use for what. Let's take up next question. Okay. There's a pressure. You have already asked. It's done. Career gap question I have already answered. Okay. For someone working is more than 5 years or do you need to put objective? Yes, for someone working who has more than 5 years of experience and you have worked in 2 to 3 organizations, you do have to put professional summary and not objective. Again, guys, objective is for someone who will graduate in the coming years, or who is a fresher who will just enter into the market. But professional summary is for someone who has been in the market for a very long time and they have to say their experiences. So in professional summary, you always write about what you bring to the table. Like you say that if I have to tell about myself, I'm a product manager, and what do I bring to the table is I have done a lot of client communications in B2B and B2C partnerships, and you know working with it to let's say my niche is bringing in great revenue, and also all of those things you can mention in your professional summary for people who are working. Okay, this okay. Next, if there is a particular tool for this ATS resume, please share the link. Okay, so for ATS resumes there are a couple of tools. I will share those with you. Just let me search for it once. Gravity, right? I'll share my screen again so that you can see it. So there is this tool called Gravity Write AI. Okay. And in this tool, uh, you know, you can go and you can create your ATS friendly resume here. You can create everything, whatever content you are typing, you can put in this, and then you can create it. You'll not get the format. You can get the format from here, ATS friendly resume. In Canva you can go, and then you can get the format from here. Just a minute. See, these are the kind of formats I have chosen. My format from here only. This is the one that I have chosen. Okay, this is how my resume looks like. You can change the color accordingly, you know, and then you can customize this template. You can customize it, and then you can, whatever you have to write, you can take it from the AI tools. Okay, this is how you can write an ATS friendly resume, and you can directly download it from here itself in a PDF or a image format. Yes, again, a great point. Make sure that your resume is in a PDF or doc format only, or a good image. Do not put any other graphic, do not put any photos, or do not put any sparkly bullet points or something like that. Always make sure of that. This is a great format. I can directly share this with you also, so that it does not get missed. Just a minute. I'll share it in the chat itself. I have shared the link with everyone. Okay, you can directly take it from here. Okay. Yes. Again, one thing I'll recommend is people who are asking me questions about how to prepare for an interview. Fabric AI interview. Okay, go to this website, Fabric HQ AI. It is a premium subscription, but they have like 5 trials for free. 5 trials is sufficient enough to prepare yourself for an interview. Let's say you have an upcoming interview in next week. Go to this tool and select the type of interview that you are about to do. Let's say this is an AI tool. Okay, so just a minute. See, what type of interview are you targeting? Let's say you are entering into a data scientist role or a backend developer role. Okay, any type of interview that you are targeting. Let's say I am into product management and I'll try AI interview. I have to log in because it will not work. I think I have already exhausted my. This will not allow me right now because the Zoom is using my camera. But yes, in Fabric AI, you can go and do try interview, and AI will take your interviews. And based on that, you can give all the questions and they'll answer back. And you can also, it's a very communicative process. They'll not even know that it's an AI talking to you. It will replicate the whole interview that you are about to give. Okay, this is a very great tool. I use it personally, so I would highly recommend everyone else to use it as well. I will share the link in the comment again. Okay, this. Okay, uh, I'll take a few another questions. Someone is asking, can I also ask technical thing not related to stocks? Yes, any kind of factual information you can say. Someone in the chat has also written that I would recommend Claude. If you want to try Claude, Claude is also great. I did not use Claude like properly the way I use Grok for factual purposes, but you can try both the tools. What is the minimum numbers to check score for an ATS? Great question. Okay, I will answer it here. Okay, so a great ATS score is around 90 plus. Okay, now let's try it out. Let's try to test my resume's ATS score, then I can explain. Okay, so first I do is go to ChatGPT only. Apart from ChatGPT, you can use Resume World ATS. This one. This is another website that you can use. I will again copy the link for you guys. Copy link address. Okay, this is one that you can use, but after 2 to 3 tiles, it gets exhausted. I use ChatGPT mostly. Better prompt you give, it's very good. The good prompt you give, they do give a great result out of it. I'll show you. I'll take my resume, okay, and I'll say you are an ATS system tracker for Google hiring team. Check my ATS score for this resume and see if it will pass to the second round. Give me pointers to improve, if any. Give the score out of 100. Okay. Okay. It has given me 86. Now it has given me 86 on the resume. Now let's find out how much it will give me based on a job description, which is very important as an ATS score. Like, I'll go to jobs. Okay. Let's say I pick out a role. Let's say I pick out associate product manager. Okay. Actually, product manager would have been better. Okay. So this I cannot apply only 8 to 10. I'll just find another one. Okay. Let's take this. Okay. I'll copy it. This is the job description. Based on this, please give me an ATS score. Okay. So now it has given me a 93 out of 100. Now this is the score that is important to the recruiters, important to the companies that you're applying for. This is a very generic score. That means this is how your resume currently stands amongst all the people who have been building resumes, ATS friendly resumes. Okay. Now, since I have uploaded, okay, I'm sorry about that. So now that I have given the job description, it has given me a score, and it has also told me, check your resume and these are the 5 buckets that it has been utilized in. Okay, it has given me a score. Now, if I ask what can I improve, see, customer interviews, this has not been added in my resume, so it says that it was not found here. Okay, and technically you can keep on going, and you can improve your resume this way, but make sure your resume is at a score of 80 plus when it is matched to a job description. Okay, is this clear? Okay. My screen was visible, right, all this time? Someone is saying it's not visible. Was it visible for everyone? Yes, right. Okay, got it. Thank you. Okay, next is someone asked me which is the best AI tool to create presentations. Gamma AI is a great tool to create presentations. If you are someone in the field of marketing, UI, UX designers, you have to make very catchy websites. You have to make catchy presentations. Gamma AI is a great tool for that. People who are targeting jobs in the designing domain, okay, in the content strategy and all of those domains. Yeah, you can use Gamma AI. You can use Lovable. Lovable is a great tool to create websites. You can just post in the content that you want to, create out of it, and then it will create you a whole website of the designing specs. Okay. How can you give interview for a data analyst for internship? Okay. Akshat asked me this question. Okay, so I'll tell you how to give an interview for a data analyst, right? So if you are applying for data analyst role, there will always be a technical round first. They'll ask you about what kind of, how much data can you work with and all of those things, right? And after that, it will go on and ask you about questions like in the data analyst field, what kind of questions you have. Let's say how proficient you are with Power BI, how great are you with Excel. Now, since you are already in the AI generalist program, this will be added benefit, because a lot of people who are already working in the data analyst field, they do not know the idea of how to utilize Copilot in making Excel spreadsheets, right? They immediately jump to Power BI and they try to create it there. In Power BI, you can create powerful tools with the AI feature in there. Okay. Even without the AI feature, you can create it in Excel with the help of Copilot. Copilot is the AI tool with Excel, which is very good. Okay. So if you are data analyst trying for an internship in this area, try Excel with Copilot, try Power BI, and also try, there is this tool. I forgot the name of this tool. It, implements graphs. I think it was Graphy. Try that tool, because you can give a lot of data in there, and from that data you will get a different kinds of maps and graphs. And as a data analyst, it's really easier for you to read that data from there. Okay. So make sure that you are able to understand data, you are able to clean data, and you are able to read data. These are the three things that you have to make sure you explain to the interviewer while you are giving the interview for the internship. Okay. Okay. Can we add underlines and bullets for in chat GPT? Yes, you can. You can use anything, emojis and everything you can use in chat GPT. Just make sure you explain what you want out of it. Okay, that is basic prompt engineering. You can give bullets and everything. Okay. um, Someone is asking me how to make free AI videos, right? So you know about Google Studio, right? And in Google Studio, AI Studio, you can just go and create videos there. We also have Freeplix. I don't think it's I'm not sharing my screen right now. I'm just explaining this parts. So Freeplix is something. Freeplix, I'll just share my screen for that tool. Wait, you'll not be able to understand otherwise. People who are asking in the video editing domain and all, huh? This tool is for you. I'll share my screen so that you can understand it better. So this is the tool, okay? Freepik. I actually forgot the name only. So here you have whatever you want to generate. See, images, videos, audio, design, whatever you want to generate. A bit of this is free. Apart from that, it obviously will charge a premium amount because of the quality and how it delivers. So this tool can be used. Okay. Let's jump to another question. How can I crack an HR round because if selected HR is not calling back? Okay, this is a good question. Let me answer this. So someone is asking, Srinivas, he is asking that he cleared an HR round and HR round before, but his I'm not selected. Like nobody is asking about, like the HR is not calling you back, right? So sometimes when this happens, always make sure that in the HR round you keep a hook about who you are. Like for example, let's say if it's about salary negotiations, you always give a particular range. Like for example, if someone asks me that what is the salary range you're expecting, now I will not compare the profile. For example, I'm applying to a startup company, okay, and one of my friend is already working as a product manager in a very good MNC, let's say Google. He's getting paid 25 LPA, let's say, and I'm getting in a startup organization, let's say I'm targeting only 12 to 15, because in a startup, let's say that's how much I should get. Now, if someone asks me, I'll not compare that salary with a different organization. Never do that. Always compare it with the industry markets. Okay, like how can you do that? Like for negotiations, I will teach you. This is a great trick, and I think even a lot of B schools cater to this trick. I'll show you. So you can go in ChatGPT and you can say that in a startup organization, I am starting to, I am I interviewed for a role of data analyst. Give me a salary range for startups with a team size of 50 to, let's say, 50 to 250 in India. Give me a bracket. That's what it gives me. Okay. Oh, I forgot to mention experience. It's easier if you also mention experience. Okay. See, it already gave me because my prompting is done. So let's say I fall into this category. Okay. Let's say I have to target then around 11 for a startup who is operating at this level. So once you have this data, you go here and then you search for the company name in Ambition Box. Everyone knows about Ambition Box, right? Ambition Box and Glassdoor, you get the company details out of it, and then you put that company details here. Like for example, now compare the same with the company. Whatever you have, you can give the company name here. Okay. And after you give this prompt, it will give you the exact salary bracket that you should be asking to the HR. Okay. So what you do is you just tell the HR that, hey, I am looking into a salary bracket range of 10 LPA to not 10, let's say 11 to 12 LPA, 11 to 12 LPA. So I'm comfortable anywhere within this range. You can make sure of that. Make sure that you do not give a very large range like 10 to 15, because then they'll obviously settle near the lower limit, that is 10, 11 they will settle up, right? Always give a higher upper limit, like let's say if your targeted LP is 13, you can always give a range between 12 to 14. That becomes 13 as your mid range. Okay, that is a very good trick. And always keep that in a hook, like the HR has to call you back to give reply to what you have asked. Like for example, you can ask about what are the company cultures. You can just say that I've been working in startups for so long now, my target is that I get into a managerial position where I have the ownership of taking into things. I want to take responsibility of a whole team and all. So if this is something that you're looking for, I'm interested in working with you, right? Something like that. That if that's how you answer your questions, then the HR sees that okay, this particular potential is so confident that we can hire them, and the salary range also sits in the bracket because you have done enough research to give that range. Got it? Okay, perfect. Uh, what is the score job for finance background senior person? Okay, for a person with a profile of technical support, if you have around 10 to 15 years of experience, then you can definitely target for, program roles, technical program roles, or you can target for performance managerial roles, because all of those uh, come into technical support. Okay, all of those roles you can target. How can I get my first project on freelancer or as a fresher? As a if you are a freelancer, or if you like in a fresher market, if you want a freelance project, okay, when I started freelancing, I had already done at least 25 to 35 projects on my own bucket. And whenever I used to pitch it to clients, I used to show at least 10 to 15 good projects out of that. So the moment I show them that this is the work that I have done, they immediately know that, okay, she is competent enough to, take up other works. So that's how I got my first gig. Okay. So you can also start that before applying for a freelance job. Make sure you have enough content, enough projects that you have worked on personally, so that, you can pitch it to the clients. Always think of yourself that you are the business, that you are pitching it to them, that I am the business, I will make this Canva design for you, I will bring the strategy for you, this is the website I'll build for you. Okay, so this is why you make sure that you have something in handy before applying to a freelance job. That's how you land your first freelance or internship. Okay. I'm applying for remote job. Every time I get not selected, how can I create remote job? Okay. If you are in the field of finance and accounts, cracking a remote job, like if you have to crack a remote job, then go for like non-generic platforms. Like you can go to like it's already out there. I think I forgot. It's Surely Remote. Surely Remote is there. Then there is Remotely Work also. All of those are specific for remote jobs only. You can target those websites instead of LinkedIn and Indeed and all. Okay, those websites you can go to. started my job as a professor, later owned my own business and managed business for 8 years, and now I'm looking for a good job with good salary. How to build my resume? I already explained how to build your resume. Do not worry, the attachment will also be shared to you. My team will share the attachment with you, or else let me only share it here itself so that it's easier for you. I have shared the ATS professional resume with you guys. Okay, please go through that structure and build your resume accordingly to that structure. I have also sent the Canva resume link directly in the chat itself. It's somewhere in the top. If my team can copy it and share it again, I've already shared both of the materials. Please create your resume that way. And if you are someone who has been in this cohort for a very long time, then maybe job portals are also accessible to you in the LMS right now. Make sure you have a very well structured resume. That's how you will land that perfect job, whatever you are targeting. Now that we are done with the resumes, let's jump a bit into the career roadmap. So, is my screen visible? Yes? Okay, got it. See, the career roadmap is something. See, I have defined a table here. Okay, let's say goal setting. What should be your goal? Let's say your goal is I want a great salary. That can be a goal. I want to enter into a managerial position. That can be another goal. I want to change my domain. That is another goal. Okay, you have to first set your goal if you are in the career roadmap. Okay, if you're a fresher, your goal should be I want to get my first job in the field of AI generalist. Okay, all of those are goals. So based on that goals, you will create, this works best for me, and I'll also suggest you to do it. Notion AI. How many of you know about Notion AI? It lets you create your own timeline and everything. You guys are aware of the AI tool? Don't know? I'll just show it to you once how it looks like. Okay, Notion AI. Go here. Like, wait, this I have to log in. I'll show my own Notion. Uh, So this is how I design my own Notion. Okay, you can, create your own mood boards, whatever kind of things you need. There are a lot of templates. Okay, let's say you want to do a routine template. Okay, you can go here and you can find, there should be a routine. See, there's a table out here. You can just click on the template. Okay, you can click on the template and you can give a description and all, and maintain a whole what would I say, timetable for yourself. That's how you will know that what your goal is and how you will reach there. Okay, second is milestones. Just click on the milestone. Let's say your milestone is, now that you have enrolled in the AI generalist program, let's say you are thinking that by the time you are done with the generalist program, if you are a experienced professional, you want to enter into a job. If you are a fresher, you want to get your first internship or your first job. Okay, put that timeline, that this is this 3 months I will do this. Like for example, if you have already completed 2 to 3 months of the session, revise it, start building projects on that. You have ample amount of resources given by us that you can just start implementing that. Let's say for make.com and all of those N10 sessions, there are a lot of projects that has already been taught to you, right? Follow the same steps, try building something on your own. Like I'll give an example. Recently I had this mentorship call with one of the people from the team only, and then he told me that he built an N8 application for his child to give the vaccinations regularly so that he does not forget when to take his child for the next vaccination, and he built that out of N8 automation only, based on the topics that we teach you guys. So, make sure that in your milestones, you include revisions, you include the skill gaps. Let's say you are not a technical person and you are entering into a technical role. That means that developing something on AI platforms, it might be a little tedious for you. So try practicing that, because we'll give you all the resources, but at the end, you have to practice it so that, you can target it at the end of, like at the end of 3 months, you will target that you will build a website based out of Lovable and publish it, which is very easy. It's very easy to do it. Okay. Second, let's say you'll target that you want to launch and do a no code vibe coding application based out of Bolt or Cursor, which again we teach. Right. So all of those practices you have to do, those will be your milestone. Okay. Next is adaptability. How much you want to adapt with the AI domain. Like for someone who has been in the industry for 25 years, AI might be very new for you working in a day to day thing, right? So the mindset that you are about to adapt, that is the first thing that, that is the most important step towards adaptability. After that, it's just dedication and consistency towards learning it, right? Second phase is again ATS resume, which I already descriptively explained you. And here again, I have explained you how to do it. Your third step is job hunt strategy. Now I'll show you how to hunt for a job. Okay. Let's say I'll again go to my LinkedIn account. Okay. Let's say I want to search for a product manager job. Okay. So this everyone knows, right? You go here and then, you select somewhere here and then you say that, wait, my internet is very slow today. I don't know why. Anyway, so, yeah. You go here and then you set a definitive timeline, right? That how recent should the job be and everything. But what's the best way to search for a job? I'll show you. Go here and try product and then hiring some keywords. Okay, let's say. And then you can directly see, let's say from my network. Maybe nobody is hiring from my network. Okay, and this is Piyush. Okay, this guy. This is too old. No, no, no. So people from my network is not hiring right now. Let's just keep it generic. See, this is a 2 weeks old hiring, right? So you can directly go here and see that is if this job is up to your mark and you can apply from here. This is for LinkedIn. And the same you can do for every other website. Like make sure only two things that you have to keep in mind. First thing is how long it has been that the job has been posted. Like if you ask me, this is 2 weeks old, I will still be skeptical in applying to this job because I really like to apply for jobs that has been recently posted. And by recent, I mean last 24 hours or last 48 hours, not more than that. Okay. And second thing that you have to remember for job hunt is make sure that your resume is updated according to the job description that you're currently applying for. Like for example, like in product operations manager, you have seen my resume. Do you think I should apply for a product operations manager? What do you guys think? Let's see if you could understand this part. See, this job is not flexible for me. Why? Because I'll tell you, it needs something like in the operations part, in the operations and marketing. Since I have not worked in this domain, my resume will not get shortlisted. That is why it's very important to read the responsibilities, and based on that only you have to define your resume. Okay. I wanted to show you something. Just a minute, huh? I'm trying to find that for you. Where did I put it? Wait, just a minute. I'll show you. Someone is asking me how to find jobs for 24 and 48 hours. I'll actually show you that. Okay, I got it. Yes. See. So what you do is you just search your product manager. Okay. You just search whatever you want to search for. Just search your job title. Okay. And then I'll put this on. Date posted past 24 hours. That's it. That's all you have to do. See, it's been posted in 1 hour. Okay. And it shows it. Be someone who asked me that how can you apply for remote jobs? See, just read it here where it has been, where they are hiring for remote jobs and all. All of this you can definitely read it out. And similarly, it will go for every other job. Let's say software developer, date posted, past 24 hours. See, got it? Understood, everyone? Next we have is job hunt. I already taught you. People who are already asking for other job portals other than LinkedIn, you can also go to we work remotely. This site, okay, this site we work remotely. Here you can go. This one, the largest job board for remote jobs. Okay, and apart from this, you can also go to uh, Surely Remote. I have heard reviews about this, but you can try it out. I have not tried it out yet. You can try this out. Okay. Next we have Next, we have the projects and portfolio. I already mentioned if you are looking for a marketing job, build projects for marketing. If you are looking for a product manager jobs, build projects in that area. If you are looking for development jobs, make sure you have an updated, hackering account and everything. All of those things are already there. You do your lead code part. You have that whole Git and all your codes are deployed in Git and everything, right? GitHub and all. So make sure that you have all of those things. And then you can build a whole portfolio out of it. Okay. My portfolio is in Google Drive. Anything that showcases your skill. If you want to build a website, you can build a website. If you want to build, see visuals and case studies. Like if you want to build a whole case study out of it, like, how does a case study look like? If you want to build presentation text and all, you can also do that. If you want to build a website, you can do that. Mine is in simple, plain Google Drive, nothing else. So if you want to do that, that is also fine. Okay. I have also mentioned some AI tools like Wix AI is there. Lovable is also there where you can simply go and give the prompt and create the whole application out of it. And your projects will be showcased there. Okay. So this is for today's session. I will definitely share everything. I have already shared the two Canva resume format. I have shared it with you. And I've also shared the second thing, which is the SOP to write that resume. Career development slide, if you need it, I'm all sharing it right away. Just a minute. Or else, just give me some time. I'll, frame it a little bit better for your, convenience, and I can share it with the team, and they'll share it with you. Okay, got it? Okay.